Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's vlog, I'm gonna do some mom tag questions. Excuse me, I'm outside so there are like bugs everywhere. So anyway, nobody tagged me with these questions, but I feel like doing it. So in here, you'll get to know me better as a mom. I'm Predel, you can call me Preddy, just like my channel name, it's me Preddy. I'm married with a Canadian and we have a daughter named Solan. My daughter is 15 months old. So anyway, let's proceed to the questions. Number 1, favorite mom hack. So I have 3 favorites mom hack. Number 1, playing nursery rhymes, because whenever my baby's fussy and cranky, I would just play the nursery rhymes and boom, things get better in the house. Number 2, using a carrier. Carrier is really a must-have, especially that if you're on your own in the house, you have nobody that could, help you care for the baby. You need a carrier. So you could still do some stuff while carrying the baby. Number 3 is a blender. Why blender? Because my baby is at the age now that she doesn't want something that is tasteless, especially vegetables. So what I do, I steam them and blend them and mix it with her meal. For example, yogurt, and mix it with the blended vegetables. And if you don't have a blender, it's okay. You can steam the food and then mash it. So number 2, most embarrassing mom moment. Honestly, I have no experience of embarrassing moment with my daughter. Yeah, and I hope it won't happen ever, but we can't prevent it. Especially if my daughter is toddler now, anything can happen, but I hope there's no such thing as embarrassing moment with her. So number 3, what part of the day do you love the most? Part of the day that I love the most is afternoon. It's because that's the time that me and Solen are most active and it's still a good day. So we go outside, do some outside activity like playing with her playhouse, the backyard, use her car, what else? Use her swing and use her inflated pool, and she can have swimming just in the back deck. And number 4, what part of the day do you like the least? So the part of the day that I like the least is morning. I'm not a morning person, but I can't do anything about it because my baby really wakes up early and I have to wake up as well. So I'm not a morning person, but since I'm a mom, I have to get up and do things for my baby. Number 5, the worst thing someone said to you when you were pregnant. There was really no bad thing that was said to me when I was pregnant, except to my husband. So yeah, when we announced that we were pregnant, somebody told my husband are you sure it's your child? And that was really offensive. So anyway, when I arrived here in Canada, a month after I get pregnant. So maybe that's why they were thinking it's so fast. Maybe I was already pregnant back in the Philippines. How could they judge me when they don't know me? Didn't mind it, and I just told my husband, well, you know the truth. I was depressed with these people thinking about that. So for a while, I was depressed during my pregnancy, in my early pregnancy. But after, talking to my mom, talking to my family, it made me feel better to just ignore it because they don't know what they're saying, and by nature people are judgmental, so it's better to just cope with it and go with the flow. Number 7, do you co-sleep? When my daughter was still a newborn up to 6 months, yes, we co-sleep. I put her bassinet inside our room. She needs my attention most of the time, especially you have to feed the newborn every 2 hours, and then as she grows every 4 hours. So I have to put her beside me. I have to put her bassinet beside me. And when she was like 7 months old, we put her in her own crib. But sometimes we also bed share, especially when she's sick. I have to bring her over in our bed for me to monitor her condition, her situation, to make sure her fever has subsided and the temperature is not getting any worse. Number 8, something you bought but never used. Honestly, most of my baby stuff were just given to us during baby shower and by my in-laws. The things that I only bought for her were clothes and some toys, but most of it were just given by us, especially by my in-laws. One thing that they gave us was a wet wipes warmer, and I never used it at all because I found out that Solen likes her wipes to be a little bit cooler, especially your baby with a diaper. It's really warm in there, so when you change it, it made them feel better when you use a cool wet wipes. So I preferred not using it and just go with the wet wipes because they're kind of cool, not cold, cool in a room temperature. So she likes it that way. Wet wipes warmer was not being used. I'm not saying it's useless, but for me, I didn't use it. So number 9, 3 hospital bag must-haves. After giving birth, so it's better to have a loose clothing, and I would encourage to have, if you will do breastfeeding, I would encourage to have buttons in front of your clothes so it would be easy access for your boobies to feed your baby. Number 2 would be bring a lot of pads, because you know, after giving birth, there are still a lot of discharges gonna come out from your private area, so it's better to have a lot of pads so you could change it anytime you want. Number 3 would be baby outfit, so you don't have to worry about the baby's diaper, the baby's receiving blanket, because the hospital will provide it. Also milk, they will provide milk. If ever you can't breastfeed yet, they have milk to feed your baby, so you don't have to worry about that. So for me, my third is outfit of the baby. If you want to have pictorial soon as she's born or he or she is born. Number 10, are you a routine mom or a go with the flow mom? And what does bedtime look like? I am a go with the flow mom, and it became a routine. What I mean is that I don't do routine for my daughter, especially that she's still, you know, a baby, like early toddler. So I don't do some like routine yet for her. I'll just go with the flow on what she wants and how she does on things and when she sleeps or naps. But what happened is my daughter already have her own time. For example, she wakes up usually 7 to 8. So that's the time she wakes up. I don't wake her up. She just wakes up at those times. And sometimes she wakes up also, the latest is 10 a.m. So I'm not bothered by it. I just let her be. Also, during nap time, she usually naps around 2 to 4 p.m. and I just let her be. It just happened. She just like, at those times, it's her nap time. It became a routine. So that's what happened. And what does bedtime look like? When it's already her bedtime, I usually sleep with her until she falls asleep. And once she fell asleep, I bring her to her crib. Number 11, what type of labor did you have? And what pain relief did you choose? So I was on labor for my baby for like 2 days, but the true labor pain sets in when I was already induced. But even though I was already induced, the baby still didn't came out. So I was suggested to have a cesarean. Also, pain relief. During the induction of labor, I was already in so much pain, and then I was only dilated for like 4 centimeters. So I was asking for a pain reliever, but they couldn't give me the epidural yet unless the dilation is already about 6 centimeters. So what they suggested is morphine. So I had morphine, and then when the dilation progressed to 6 centimeters, I was given an epidural. Number 12, have you ever been mom shamed? Nobody really like told me or mom shamed me, but there was just an experience like when my daughter Solen was still about 4 months old. We went to my in-laws house and she became cranky with people around. She didn't see these people very much, so she was, you know, cranky, and she just wants to be with me. But they were saying that, oh, she's teething and all that, just give her Tylenol so she will be better and she will feel calmed. And I didn't feel like giving it. Like, I don't want to give her Tylenol because I know it's not teething at all, because at home she wasn't like that. It's just that one time that we were there that she was crying, and then they said like, oh, Pradel, it's just a Tylenol, you know, your baby needs it. So I feel like, oh, okay, so, you know, well, that's it. That's was already in the past. But they also means well for Solen, because Solen was cranky that time and they just want to know what's going on, why she's having these tantrums, and that's why they offer maybe she needs Tylenol. Aside from that, nothing more. Number 13, the biggest challenge you have ever faced since becoming a mom. Well, the biggest challenge I think was during breastfeeding. Yeah. Well, breastfeeding wasn't successful for me. So I have inverted nipples, so Solen couldn't properly suck in. So all I have, oh god, mosquito. So all I have to do is express milk out from my breast and feed it to Solen through bottle. But it didn't last long because I gave up after a month. I was already like so exhausted about carrying the baby, about having this wound, the cesarean wound, and I couldn't still move a lot that time. So my milk was decreasing, my milk was not enough, and the baby needs to be fed, so I have to give her formula. Number 14, the best advice you've ever been given, or the biggest piece of advice you'd given to a new mom. All I can say is every mom is different, and be yourself. Do the things that what you think is right for you and for your baby, and don't ever compare your experience to somebody else. Number 15, who's your mom crush? So the person or the mom that I really idolize is my own mom, my mother. So we are 9 children in the family, and my mom took care of us all by herself, and she is really awesome. I can't believe it. So proud of you, mama. That's why I'll try my best to be the best mom for Solen. So that's it, guys. Those are the 15 mom tags questions. I hope you enjoy watching this video and you learn something, or you are inspired. And if you want to do this, I will leave all the questions in the description box so you can do it and vlog it yourself. Hope you hit like and subscribe. So see you in our next vlog. Bye!